I stand with Major One, yo.
General.
We are right outside the High Commercial Court in Pretoria. As you can see behind me, thousands and thousands of people have gathered since the early hours of the day to show solidarity and support to the prophet and the prophetess. Those that are scheduled to be arriving any moment from now. Listen, interestingly, it is not only the Enlightened Christian Gathering followers that have gathered, but we've got people from all over, churches all over, standing in support of the prophet and the prophetess. It is without a doubt that for a long time, both the prophet and the prophetess have been victims of wrongful accusations, a series of name calling and you name it, but they've always come out innocent. And we know that today is no different. We are standing with the prophet and the prophetess, and we're sending a message out there to the world. We're pronouncing, we're enunciating that as a church we stand together. United we fight, united we stand. The gospel that is being preached by the prophet and the prophetess has seen the lives of so many being transformed, being changed. The prophet and the prophetess are gifts, not only to the church, but to the entire nation as a whole.
Papa has been with us throughout. We are what we are today because of him. If it wasn't for him, I'll be dead. Yes, and I've seen a lot of miracles happening in my family through me. So there's no way I cannot support Papa.
This is the hand of God. No one can oppose it. When you see this multitude, you must see God. God is behind this. And we know that today is a day to talk about. You cannot oppose this.
When you are great and you serve a great God, some people don't like that. They will always oppose you. With the amount of, people and branches, ECG has been growing in leaps and bounds in South Africa over a short period of time. Some people don't like that. And we just need to continue supporting the church, being very loyal to our spiritual parents and, not really paying that much attention to all the negativity. It is unfair, of course. You come to ECG headquarters in Pretoria, the hotels that get booked every 2 weeks for the international visitors services, the transport, the ladies, the vendors that are, that are selling outside of the church around Pretoria at the airports, it is all because of ECG headquarters in South Africa. If they weren't here, they'd be in another country. So economically, you cannot avoid the fact that ECG does boost South Africa's economy. And it is because of the prophets that are based here. And I don't see why we would have such allegations against them when they're doing so much good.
When I came to ECG, I was a gospel recording artist with the high profile and all the awards, but I never had a breakthrough of actually seeing and enjoying the fruits of my labor. When I met Major One, my life changed. For the very first time, I can now say I'm a gold selling artist, something that was totally and completely unheard of. And so many people all over the world, because of ECG Network, now know and have my music and enjoy my ministry, and their testimonies. Not only do I sing, but I'm able to stand on the pulpit and preach, and I'm able to pray for people, and I see the same graces that my Father moves in, of miracles, signs and wonders, and I see people being healed. For me, it's like God just, was waiting for me to meet this man of God, Prophet Shepherd Bashir and Prophetess Mary Bashiri, for him to actually use me as a battle axe.
Prophetic channel viewers, as you can see from behind, people are excited because the prophets have just arrived. The atmosphere is filled to the brim with expectancy and excitement because we know that we are about to hear some good news.
This one must show you that the man who is here is not an ordinary human being. He is a spirit. He is a carrier of souls. That's why all these people that you see here, they were carried in him. And now they are just manifesting the love they have towards this man. The perception you have towards a man, it's how you receive from that particular human being.
For me as a South African, it's a great concern because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. What we are doing now, we are persecuting the prophets, and that is not good. That can have an adverse effect on our economy. Currently, our economy is going up and down. The best thing we can do is to support the prophets. And if they do it with Major One and Prophetess Mary Bushiri, they will do it to other men of God. And it's time that we as Christians stand together for a good cause. Stand together and fight this thing here, because government must realize that Christians also have a voice, and we as Christians, let us stand together. You cannot persecute men and women of God like this.
Our prophets have come to South Africa. They have changed our lives as South Africans. Most of us in church, I could say almost all of us that go to ECG, even those that don't go to ECG, have been delivered. Everybody who is in the midst of the prophets stands to benefit. Even their neighbors where they live, they stand to benefit even if they don't know who they are, because they are the true men and women of God. They are here to free South Africans. They are here to teach us about God. As South Africans, we know nothing about the prophetic. We didn't know anything. We were not taught about the prophetic. We were taught about being religious in our traditional churches.
I'm a member of the Department of Defense. Yes, I was supposed to have not been wearing this type of shoe I'm wearing now. Yes. I have special shoes that were made for me because of my knees and my ankle. But since I've started attending in this course and become a member in this church, I've got completely healed. Unbelievable. My womb, to be honest, was supposed to be removed 2015, but it has not been removed. The church is doing wonders to to people of not only this country, like I said earlier on. The youth who were in drugs, the youth who were lesbians and gays, they have been actually transformed. They are no longer, some get married. You can write books about what is going on here.
Viewers all over the world, as you can see the excitement that is erupting right behind me right now. The prophets are out and they have been released. It is exciting out here. We praise God and we are incredibly happy.
We are right here, those of you watching. It has been postponed the 29th of November. So keep on praying for us, and we have faith and hope that all these things are going to come to the rest and everything will be into the hands of God, and one day just to prevail. So it has been postponed the 29th of November. God bless you and keep praying for us, and we love you and we're proud of you. Thank you. He who will stand with the prophet, God shall stand with him.
Viewers all over the world, I would just like to say that the amount of support that has been shown in this place today is something that is going to be talked about down the corridors of time. As you can see behind me, people are jumping, people are screaming, because the prophets of God have just been released and they are making their exit. I'm telling you, we have seen the power of prayer, we've seen the power of unity, and we have seen the power of togetherness. To the prophets, we are standing with you, we are fighting with you, we are rallying behind you. We have seen your God and we have seen how beneficial your lives are to us and to the entire world. As I'm here, I want to say, Kai Kapakai Major One, we stand with you, we fight with you, we pray for you, and we love you. Major, 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 Major.
I stand with Major One, yo.
General Major Provovo, we are praying for you. Yeah. My father. universal. 2 million souls for Jesus, restoring the brokenhearted. Give hope to the hopeless. Daddy, you're the versa.